One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oregon State's offense will start this game off with the football. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Beavers will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. So Georgia Southern's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Now the play fake. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I don't see a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Give to the back. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. To the air on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. To the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia Southern will have it now, 1st and goal. Boom. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Eagles! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Georgia Southern
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. The Beavers headed quickly to the line. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Akbar. He lets one fly deep. It's caught. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. The give on the counter. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. He'll pull it on the read. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks, it's Stewart. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Oregon State. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative.
Working that left side.
Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other could have a case for the #1 spot in a...
Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Touchdown, Eagles. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up. Try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Akbar. The pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Beavers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On the direct snap, it's Woods. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Woods. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, 1st down here. The short hands, it's Woods. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Now on the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Georgia Southern in a hurry. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Grabbed over the middle. It's Adkins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Looking to pass. It's Akbar. Makes the grab. There he... Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Looking downfield on first down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He wants to take the top off. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Oregon State. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. An 84-yard drive there. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35. The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Rides to back and leaves it. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. No chance for a return. He makes a fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a gap. It's Clay. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. The Beavers in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. A design run for the quarterback. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Beavers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Dropping back, it's Akbar. He's got the tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Back to pass on second down. Complete to the left. Turning it on. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And they find the big play wide receiver again. This guy has been featured early, and it looks like it's going to be often. Already over 100 yards, still in the second quarter. He is having himself a day.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. It'll be third and long. DB's right up on the receivers. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Beaver! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up 14 over Washington. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Eagles can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Murray. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his target down the middle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Lets it fly. It's complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Got it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And there is no question they should just keep letting this guy throw the ball. He's 5 for 5 on this drive. They've only run 5 offensive plays, and he's already got him down here by the goal line. Let him keep chucking it.
Quarterback will keep it. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Beavers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. Still on his feet at the 40. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Georgia Southern in a hurry.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Pulls it in. It's Woods. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Back to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Akbar. Got a man, it's Stewart. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got a man. It's Pope. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Beavers send out the punt unit. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Gets it out fast. Fighting off the defender. The Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give out of the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the Eagles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Oh, they're after him. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it.
Touchdown, Georgia Southern! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To throw, it's Akbar. Finds the tight end. On the move at the 30. Right down the gut of the field. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Clay. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Tight end now in motion. Looking for space. It's Clay. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll do it himself. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The give to the big fullback. Oh, he's got some space.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
They'll go to the fullback. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's like a cheat code. You know what's coming, but it's so hard to stop when you got the big fullback who comes downhill when you need it the most on third down and just falls forward and is going to get the first down. It's so nice to have, and this offense is set up with a chance to run this clock out.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Rousseau. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Eagles are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man across the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And that's a hard thing to do as a receiver, but because you want to catch the football and you want to get upfield and make more yards, but sometimes you got to realize, I just got to toe tap that thing. I just got to get one in, get the completion. That was a missed opportunity right there.
That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Rousseau.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
On the snap, it's Woods. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play.
Breaks into the open. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Beavers moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. Like, But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The Beavers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Akbar. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Split backs here. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Trying play action. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Woods. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. Here comes the offense on second down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Adkins. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. And the Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Eagles! And the beatdown has ensued. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Looking downfield, it's Akbar. Rushes on him. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation